What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Rich Nice back once again. So today we're surprising our wife with her birthday gift. We're gonna go from a stock Jeep radio to an aftermarket 10-inch, which is this right here. And basically it just clips in to this plate right here that bolts into your stock radio location in the kit. So this is the box. Packaged well. This is your instructions and it tells you what your packing list is. So it looks like we got the head unit itself, the frame, the main power cable, the second set of wires, an antenna adapter, rear view input adapter, GPS antenna, backup camera, power cable for the backup camera itself with the cable, two USB cables, and an RCA plug. So that's what's in the packing list. This is just kind of how it looks. This does have Android Auto, and I believe you have to have it plugged in for it to work. So this is just kind of a diagram of how everything goes together. Here's all your cables. This should be 100% plug and play. So we should be able to take our other radio out, plug this one straight into it, and not have to do any wire cutting or anything else. We will do the backup camera probably on a later date, just because she has a backup camera in her mirror. And it's 10 o'clock at night. And then here's your GPS antenna and your RCA jacks. So let's look at the head unit itself. This is the head unit itself. It's a 10.5 inch. And basically these two brackets come apart. This back bracket right here will bolt straight to where the radio is now, and then the tablet will fit through the hole that's right here and plug into the bracket that's bolted to the truck itself. So more to follow. You have your GPS radio, your GPS antenna, excuse me. You have your backup camera itself. You have the wiring for your backup camera. You have the cable for your backup camera input. You have your canvas so you can control all your steering wheel functions. You have a antenna adapter. It gives you two sets of power cables. One is for a 300C, which, let's see, which one is it? This one right here. As long as it's as long as it's blinking red, it's still recording. That goes off. I gotta just touch it, it'll come back on. Anyway, my helper was helping me. So you have one for a 300C, which we don't have, so we won't be using it, which is this one right here. I'm not sure if y'all can see that, but it says 300C on it. And then you have all your video inputs and RCA outputs, along with your subwoofer and your mic, which we're using the mic on the actual radio itself. And then you have two USB connectors, and basically on the back of your radio, this is where your power goes, this is where your camera input goes. Then you'll have your two small USBs up here, and then you'll have something else that goes in here. I forget what it is. But anyway, once we get inside and we get the old radio out, I'll show you what it looks like. And we should be good to go. All right, YouTube, I brought y'all outside so y'all can see a little better because it was a little dark in the garage. So this is your power plug. This is your antenna. You'll still have your other plug that goes in here. You have your plug for your windows down here. And that's pretty much about it that you'll actually need for the new radio. And then you'll have your Sirius XM here, but we can actually Bluetooth it, so it's no big deal. So now that we have our bracket in place, we can actually start plugging wires in. Okay, YouTube, according to our instructions, we need to connect key 1 to key 2, and then we need to ground our parking brake. So I will connect these together, put a connector on here so we can ground this, and then I'll be back and we'll be ready to plug in. Alright, we have our key 1 and key 2 together. We got our ground done, soldered, of course. So basically now we can start plugging stuff in, just like this, for our power cable. Bring that back out here, just like that. We can plug our antenna in. This goes here, just like this. And it just has a little button right here that you push to release it. So we stick that in there, just like that. Bring that through. All right. Let me grab the head unit. Alright, so first thing we're going to do is put our GPS wire in. So let me grab it. That's not it. Alright, here's our GPS antenna. I think we're going to have it led right here. And just run the wire this way and come out here. Well, right underneath that metal bar that's in the back, the metal plate. Pull our wire through. And we'll get this cleaned off with some alcohol pad. And then we'll stick our GPS antenna right here. And it'll be out of the way and you'll never see it. Alright, so the first thing we can do is we'll connect our canvas, which is this right here. And it just plugs into this white wire right here. We've already plugged our harness into our power wire. So really, now we can just grab this. Power wire goes down here where the blue fuse is. Okay. And all these are pretty much one size, so you can't mix them up. They'll only fit in certain spots, so We need to hook our GPS antenna in right here on this screw, and it's a little tight, so we got to do that first before we start putting all these other wires in, or it'll get in the way. So I'll do that and be right back. All right, we got our GPS antenna in. We'll plug our antenna in here. We have our big harness that has all of our RCAs on it. It plugs in down at the bottom, down here. Then we have our two USBs, which are these right here. And it's plug in at the top. And these two little small spots right here. Just like that. We'll grab our second one, which is a little bit smaller. Right here, it goes right next to that one, right there, just like that. And we need our backup camera. So, let me figure out where I put that, and then we'll be back. And we have our backup camera, which goes in this top spot right here. And just like that, all of our connections are made. We've already run our power wire from a previous camera to the back. So we have this here. So it's good to go. It'll just plug into this car N2. And then we'll go from there. All right, YouTube, it looks like they have this black wire right here for your amp control. Then you have your subwoofer is green. It says car N2. Aux out. So on and so forth. So we've hooked everything else up. The only thing we need to do now is just put this in. And what I forgot to mention is, before you do all this, you need to put, after you put this piece back on, you can actually put your dash back in. So we're gonna put our dash back in, and luckily this radio will actually fit through the dash if you turn it sideways, and we'll be able to put our dash back together, and then we'll be able to snap this into here. So let me go grab the dash and we'll get to work. All right, YouTube, when putting your bezel in, make sure that you put it in with these holes on the top so they line up with the holes of this right here. So I put mine on upside down, so I had to take it back loose, flip it over. So just something to note. So you want the holes right here, the hole up top, and then the square. So just FYI. And just as we was finishing up, it decided that it wanted to rain outside. But here's the finished product. Doesn't interfere with your window buttons, so you're good to go there. It sticks up above your vents, so it's no obstruction. So those still function great. Let's try to turn this thing on. Uh-oh. Go ahead and turn this down so I don't get copyrighted by YouTube. I haven't figured out all the stuff it does, but let's see, let's go home. So this is an Android radio. It's a 10.1 inch. I think it was like $269 or something like that. It is connected to our home Bluetooth or home Wi-Fi, so I was able to download a couple of apps. One thing we do have to do is we have to come in here and fix our steering wheel. Let's see, device, general. Brake wire radio in motion off. Times mirror reverse image on. Only thing we haven't done yet is hooked up our camera because it started raining, so we'll get to that in a few. So in here you have your Wi-Fi, your WLAN, so we're connected to our home network. Hit back. And here you have your display, sound, GPS, storage, different apps, USB. Here's your sound mix. It does have a built-in DPS, digital sound processor, steering wheel controls, nav app, map copy, so on and so forth. And what I've done is I've ran my USBs all the way down at the very bottom underneath the cigarette lighter, and they just pop out right here. And here's the second one right here. And this one is, I think that's your Android Auto or CarPlay. Yeah, Android Auto CarPlay. Yep. So if we can get our steering. All right, YouTube. For our particular Jeep, we have to come in here, hit car settings, then we'll go to factory. We'll enter our code. Once we enter our code, then we can come down here to car model, and in here we need to pick XP right here. Then we'll come over and hit Jeep, then we'll hit all, and then we'll hit xp.high.amp because we have a factory subwoofer and amplifier in this particular vehicle. Once we do that, we can come back here. Here's our steering wheel controls back here. So as soon as I do this, you can see they go up, they go down. If we hit our phone button here, our phone comes up, so our steering wheel controls work. And look at there, even if when you open the door, it tells you which doors are open. So it says the passenger side door is still open. So we'll close that. Then we'll go back home. Just to give you a tour of some of this, just the date, time. You can play YouTube as long as you're connected to Wi-Fi. Do not watch YouTube while you're driving. Do not. But you can also use the Wi-Fi hotspot on your particular phone. So, of course, I think I'm outside of the garage, so I'm away from the Wi-Fi, so it won't connect. So, but that's okay. Here's our maps. We're also going to add Waze. I just like Waze a little bit better than I do Google Maps. It's your choice. You can also use whatever Apple Maps or whatever it's called. Then we have our radio. You can come in here and set your area. We're not in Europe, we're in US. So we're gonna pick US 1. Go back. And this is one of my wife's channels right here. Let's see if it's working. Yeah, it's working. So we're going to press and hold 1 there, and you can see it's saved. My daughter likes listening to KJ 103, so we'll come over here, find one that's close, and then just work our way back down. See if that's right. Yeah, that works. So we'll save that to 2, just like that. So that's your radio Bluetooth. Basically, you just connect here where it has the little link. That's your pairing button. You just hit that, and then it'll ask you to connect something. So it just disconnected my phone. So go back. Here's your DPS. Here you can touch it and make it do whatever. You can also make high, low, soft haul, your standard stuff over here, rock, pop. You can do your balance, front, left, right, fade, all that good stuff. So you can, put your bass up. Remember, it does have a bass output. You can do your effect where you want surround sound and reverberation, and then you go back to your EQ. So I think we're gonna put this on pop and go back home. It does have the Play Store, so you can download different additional apps such as Netflix, Disney Plus, so on and so forth. You have a gallery. You can plug a USB stick in there, get all your pictures. Same thing for your video. It has a calculator on it. Then you have your user operation guide. Then you have your car control, which is basically your steering wheel controls and everything else that's on here. So as you can see, they work. So we're good to go. So we'll go back home, and then if you hit your app button, this is where all your apps are loaded, like your CarPlay. So we're gonna put that on our main screen here, and then we need to download Waze, because I don't think it's in here. Yeah, it's not. So we'll download Waze, and then we'll put that on our main screen. And this is pretty much it. So let me go back to the here, go to Play Store. Up here, we'll type in Waze. Hit install, and it'll download it, and then we can put it on our main screen. So overall, my wife was happy with this. I had to redo the video because it was so dark at night, and I just wanted to get it in, surprise her for her birthday the next day. So more to follow, more projects to come. As you know, on this channel, we're always doing something. So there's the new vehicle right there. Just to give you a little snippet. So thank you for everybody who has subscribed. I really appreciate it. Please continue to hit the like button, hit the bell, and on to the next project. One love. Peace.